Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your weekly horoscope for February 22nd through the 28th of 2021. So starting off here on the 21st coming into the 22nd of February, lots of changes that are happening here. We are coming off of a Mercury retrograde, and now Mercury is in direct motion. So things starting to move ahead here, where there is a lot more clarity, a lot more understanding. Now you want to keep in mind that Mercury is getting very close to where it will shift into the sign of Pisces in March. And so later on in the month of March, this communication is also going to become difficult once again as Mercury comes into its debilitation. But starting off the week here, communication, understanding, making contracts, seeing all sides of an argument becomes very much easier as Mercury is now in its full direct motion moving forward. Now also we have Venus in Aquarius. It has just shifted later last night into this morning. Now we have a new transit of Venus. And so if you have not checked out that video on Venus in Aquarius, make sure to check that out. There is a link above and down and below in the description. Mars is also getting ready to shift into Taurus here late on the 21st and into the 22nd of February. So Mars is entering into a new transit here in the sign of Taurus. Again, if you have not checked out that video on Mars in Taurus, make sure to check it out. There is a link above and down below in the description. But now a lot that is changing and moving forward here with this very different and exciting energy. Venus in Aquarius is a very interesting transit that we are in now, as Venus is in a combustion. And so Venus is not quite functioning correctly here. In Aquarius being a very different eccentric energy, this is a very interesting transit that we're going through. And for many of you, a lot of sacrifices that need to be made in relationships and a lot of opening up to different possibilities and new chapters and new ways of going about the things that you value and the things that you're invested in. Mars in Taurus, of course, also giving a different flavor where, especially with Mars being with Rahu, you want to be careful of how you are using this energy, making sure that you're using this to work towards your goals, towards your dreams, especially with this being in Taurus. This can give you some really great results in terms of your wealth, in terms of your business, in terms of your finance, when pursuing the things that really matter and are of value to you in your life. On the opposite end, many of you could be using this energy to overindulge, to take shortcuts, to go towards the things that bring short-term pleasure. So wanting to be very careful of that with this energy of Mars in Taurus. Now moving forward, we are also seeing the moon come into a conjunction with Rahu as we start off this week. And so the moon there with Rahu really heightening those strong desires towards the things that we want in life. Again, that Mars in Taurus really activating those strong physical desires that we want in our life. The money, the finance, the possessions, the security becomes a huge focus here coming into this week. The moon is going to shift from Rohini into Mrinshara. So there's a lot here in terms of, again, using this creative energy, using this sensual energy to go after the things that we want as it's here in Rohini. But as it shifts into Mrinshara, there's a lot here in terms of focusing in on your goals and the things that you want in your life. This energy becomes very isolated and very focused as we come into this nakshatra. Remember that Mrinshara nakshatra is symbolized by the deer, this hunting and isolation, going after your goals in complete focus and isolation. And so that becomes a very important part of your life where you want to become more alert and more focused on the things that you want. That will really give you tremendous success here in this beginning of this week here from the 21st into the 22nd. Now, as we come to the 22nd into the 23rd, this is going to shift from Maringshara into Ardra. And so now this becomes more scientifical, more technical. This is in the heart of Gemini, where there's a lot here in terms of how can you use your technical skills? How can you use your intellect? How can you use your communication skills to work on projects, to get things moving, to get those business contracts moving? A lot here in terms of being able to use those skills that you have to navigate and get the results that you want. Now, as we shift into the 23rd, going into the 24th, this is going to shift from the Ardra Nakshatra into the Punarvasa Nakshatra, which is moving us towards this Cancerian energy, where this now becomes about focusing in on your purpose, focusing in on your destiny. Remember that Cancer is connected to the moon, which holds all of our subconscious patterns and past life experiences, where there's a lot here in terms of focusing in on your destiny, your purpose, and all of these karmic patterns that are coming in now. And so really using this to focus on your purpose. Now, as we move forward from the 25th into the 26th, we move into the Pushya Nakshatra, where this again is about your purpose. We're still here in the sign of Cancer, where this is about using these abilities of what you're feeling and what you're connected and tied into karmically to really push forward towards your goals. There's something big about this Pushya Nakshatra, where are you nurturing your dreams? Are you providing the correct nourishment in your life? And so this week as a whole really becomes a great time to move towards your goals, push forward. Again, this energy is very much this forward motion now as we've come out of this Mercury retrograde and we've come out of some of these heavier transits of Venus and Capricorn. There's a lot of energy that is starting to push, to move forward, to move you in a new direction. Now, as we shift into the 27th, into the 28th, our last day here of the week, we are going to see the moon move from the Pushya Nakshatra into the Magha Nakshatra, which is that Nakshatra of royalty, where again, this becomes about focusing on your divine purpose, your divine mission, following that purpose to go after the things that you want, using your confidence, your self-esteem, your inner knowing to really be that guide towards your purpose. And this can be a really great time where you can see some wealth, you can see more of this central focus and purpose within yourself. Remember that that Magha Nakshatra is within Leo. So there's a lot here in terms of this movement. Now, sneaking in between these two nakshatras of Pushya and Magha is Aslesha, which we're going to see for a very brief period. But again, there's this focus here with the Alesha Nakshatra where this is about your purpose. This is about clinging to your mission. Remember that Aslesha is symbolized by the snake that wraps itself around what it wants. So there's something here about this attachment, this connection of being fully invested in your purpose and what you want to connect to and build during this moment. So again, very forward-moving energy, very exciting as we're pushing ahead, moving ahead, and many of us can already feel this as there is this weight that's been lifted coming out of this Mercury retrograde, a lot of fast-paced movement, and this ability to push towards your goals much more easily. So that was your horoscope for the week of February 22nd through the 28th of 2021. I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this video, feel free to leave a like as well as a comment. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button along with the notification bell. And if you'd like to learn more about Vedic astrology in depth, I do have a class available in the Facebook group, Astrology Lessons with Daquan Jones, and on the Patreon page as well. I will keep you all updated when this becomes available on Udemy. And I hope you all have a great day. I will see you in the next video. Your card of the week is the Chitra Naksatra. Beautiful, amazing things that you can achieve in terms of wealth and possessions. But is it all of value to you, or is it just an illusion?